increased about 100%, and in the next 2 years, they're expected to double once again, creating greater freedom for families to choose what they want to watch and when. Last month, the Supreme Court ruled Americans could legally tape programs off television for their own use, and that expanded the opportunities for VCR owners. It was seen as a blow for Hollywood studios, which wanted some form of copyright payment from consumers. But nevertheless, the major companies are going to make plenty of money off this new technology in the years ahead. So says Ron Aldridge, an editor with Electronic Media magazine.
All they've got is they've got a huge new ability out there to reach the American consumer, the American viewer, and they're going to do it. And it's also international. It's not just in this country.
Studios have already found they can make millions marketing video cassettes of their hit films. For instance, 20th Century Fox sold 300,000 copies of Star Wars, Paramount 200,000 copies of Flashdance, and sales of its Raiders of the Lost Ark could eventually reach 500,000. All this convinces Paramount's John Pike there's gold in those tapes.
I think the revenues available in ancillary markets right now have become a significant factor in the overall financial picture of a film.
Pike's company has pioneered the sales of low-priced video cassettes. Raiders, for example, costs about half the price of comparable films from other studios. Ron Aldridge says that makes the cassette increasingly attractive to the buyer.
You figure that if you go out with your wife or your girlfriend or whomever for a movie, chances are you're going to spend about 15 or 20 bucks now. Well, if you can buy that and have it at home and use it as you wish and even replay it later for $40, the gap isn't really that great.
And the market's not restricted to blockbuster films. Jane Fonda, through her workout tapes, has shown one can make money with a product geared specifically to the home video market. For the major studios, the revenues from such original programming still appear small, and a video consultant at 20th Century Fox, Danny Goldfuss, that opens the door to entrepreneurs.
I don't think it's a major priority yet for the majors. I think that it is the dream business for small business to be in, for the entrepreneurs, for the creative producers. I think that the people that become the leaders in that will be the studios of tomorrow.
Given the video revolution, experts predict the American family will spend a lot more time entertaining at home. For some, the video cassette recorder might even take the place of the old neighborhood movie theater. And on the horizon, even newer gadgets for delivery of movies into the home. We'll have more on that after these messages. And the man in charge of marketing it, Ron Castell, says the service differs from cable TV in one important way.
Broadcasting types of programming comes directly into your home without an intermediary, direct.
If DBS has the ability to bypass cable, shouldn't the cable operators who are spending billions to wire the country be worried? No, says the head of Falcon Cable, Mark Nathanson.
Right now, I don't see DBS as a threat in cable areas.
Why not?
Because they don't have enough services. I think the value is not there.
Nathanson says cable operators now offer 40 to 50 channels, and he suggests the consumer would rather pay $15 to $20 a month for those choices rather than the same price for just 5 DBS services. Still, Nathanson does see one application for DBS.
DBS will appeal to areas where cable is not economically feasible to reach. And it may be the cable companies who are marketing DBS in those areas.
At first, DBS will only be available in the northeastern United States, and it will be 4 years from now before the service goes nationwide. But in the future, as its technology improves, look for more channels to be available. And someday, it's entirely conceivable that a consumer could receive dozens of services simply by pointing a small, inexpensive dish into space. The cost of the hardware is expected to be about $300. But don't think cable will stand still either. In the future, experts predict most cable TV will be two-way, interactive, so that instead of merely receiving programming, you'll be able to send messages back, allowing you to bank or shop at home, for example. It's all part of a video revolution that even those outside the industry say is really just beginning. That's it for this edition of Hollywood Journal.